I'm going to tell you a story of how I created a machine. But before that, I'm going to make a confession. And my confession is that I like talking to strangers. Actually, I like strangers talking to strangers, and I am not alone. There is a growing community of web artists who are designing experiences of love, kindness, creativity, education, and connection. These guys are helping us to understand that we are not so different and that we can get a little closer. But let me show you some examples and some of my favorites. Meet Merton here in the corner. Merton is a pianist, and what he does is that he creates songs with strangers on the internet. So he goes to a website called Chat Roulette, where, if you don't know what Chat Roulette is, it's a website where you have random encounters with strangers through video. So he sits down there in his room and with his piano, and he waits for a stranger, and whatever the stranger says, they start creating a song together. And that's how he creates art. You have Eric, who also has a TED Talk. Eric directs thousands of people around the world, put together their voices through video online, and created the largest choir on the internet. Brandon, I recently actually discovered Brandon. Brandon basically collects stories from all over the world, from strangers as well, puts them together and shares them back. And Seth Frank, he is a favorite among my favorites. He creates lots of online experiments, but the best one for me is one when they ask people to create art together, to basically write lines of poems, one random after the other, so together in collaboration creating a new piece of art. So these guys couldn't do anything without technology, because today we have the largest playground for creativity and experimentation. Today we have limitless online tools waiting for us to make something happen. And this really, really excites me. The idea that we can be authors, activists, artists, entrepreneurs, just by having a laptop and an internet connection is amazing. And we still forget the exciting times that we're living in. We just think that it's enough to send some messages on Facebook and check your email and Google a couple of things. We have incredible tools available to change the world. Like Jack. Jack created the most effective test to detect cancer. He's 15 years old, and he used Google as a research tool. This is crazy, and the impact that we can all have together within technology is amazing. But now, the issue is that we feel it's a little bit too far away. And even though these things are happening, only 1% of the online population are creating content and are doing things online. The rest, we are only observers. So in February 2012, I decided to join the movement and create my own experiment. So as in any experiment, you need to have a question to be answered. And my question was, if you had the chance to make thousands of strangers happy around the world with one short message, what would you write? What would you write? So I work in technology, and I only had one way to answer that question. It was, I needed to build a machine. So I needed a machine, I needed strangers, and I needed the connection, the connector that was going to create these meaningful conversations or these meaningful connections. So the good thing about internet is that machines are a lot cheaper than other ones, but you still need money. So I needed some money to build my machine. And what do you do when you need money for your ideas? No, you don't go to the bank. I see some. You go to the largest community of innovation supporters in the world. You go to Kickstarter, a place where you share your idea and thousands of people get together to give you money and the resources to make things happen, just because they believe in what you're doing and they believe it's worth building. So we took the idea to Kickstarter, my friends Pauleta, Esteban, Henry, and Jose, who helped me to do that as well. And we asked, do you think this machine should be built? And 137 people say yes, they gave us the money. So we built a machine called the Sugar Cube Factory. And the Sugar Cube Factory is a website where you can only do one thing. You can write a kind message to a stranger. Those messages are randomized and sent to thousands of people around the world. People who also wrote a sugar cube from the very beginning. So it's a community where this randomness happens between people that they will never meet, but they have this thing in common, which is a message of love and encouragement, a reflection of themselves. So after 1 week of the launch, we had 700 visits from 700 cities around the world, and sugar cubes, which are those messages, started to be written. These are some of the things that they said. Have a nice day, you sexy person, you. This is from Bosnia. Always remember, fail is a first attempt in learning. It's from Greece. Be weird, be random, be strange, different, be who you are. You never know who could love the person you hide. And this is from Barcelona. You don't need a reason to help people. And that's from Egypt. Oops. And the last one, say love you to the person who is with you right now. So, I asked the community, because this has been growing like crazy, so I asked the community, I'm having a TED Talk, and I need you to tell me and film a little video to tell me how do you feel when you receive a sugar cube. So, this is what they said, basically. No?
Loved and understood. Big kiss from Rio. Bye.
Every time I receive a sugar cube, it really opens my heart.
I feel important.
When I send a sugar cube, I feel like I'm turning someone's day around.
What happens when I get a sugar cube? I feel excited.
Well, I feel happy and I smile because I see there are kind people everywhere around the world, and in the end that gives me hope.
You have really brought a lot of kindness in my life.
Hi Sugar Cube, I'm Rohit, this is Arnav, my nephew. We are from India and and he feels really happy and smiles a lot when he receives a sugar cube from someone. So all the best and see you.
All the best, see you.
All the best.
All the best.
And this is how I feel when I receive a sugar cube and when I see those videos. So this machine worked, and because it worked, I'm here with you today. So I have an invitation. I have an invitation for you to play with your ideas and technology, to practice changing the world. You don't have to have this incredible, huge idea and go to Silicon Valley and get funding and make something incredible happen. You can do that. But in the meantime, you can start experimenting with technology and start getting involved in initiatives to see the power that you have in your hands. So my invitation is to shape innovation together. But in the meantime, while you're deciding what kind of machines you want to build, I would like to invite you to join me and join us to make the world a little happier, one sugar cube at a time. Thank you.